Magic and Isaiah kissed before games in the 80s. Stop talking about yesterday.
I don't want to run out of time.
They were the only two that did, though.
I'm just saying.
Don't act like it was a league-wide thing.
Hey, the best sound of the night. You're going to miss it. It's the Cavs playing the Knicks yesterday. Yeah, they crushed them. We already knew that was going to happen. However, who cares about any of it? Because this is what I want to talk about. Brian, take it away.
At this point, if you're not from here, live here, play here, dedicate yourself to Cleveland, then makes no sense for you to live at this point. Cleveland against the world.
Yo, he just told us all to kill ourselves, Kenya.
He was the Walking Dead when he was in Miami. He left Cleveland, so you're not alive anymore. He was the Walking Dead in Miami.
That's a little extreme, no? I mean, no offense.
7 acres in Akron. 7 acres in Akron. He's got a $21 million place in Brentwood. He had a multi-million-dollar place in Coconut. Y'all hear Cleveland and any of those addresses that he owned everywhere but Cleveland. Yeah. So if anybody's Walking Dead, it's him.
But he's running for mayor, and he's going to purchase human capital. This is called human capital. This is how you purchase the love and adoration of a fan base for their entire existence. Your legacy is sealed by saying stuff just like that.
No, you won a championship. Your legacy is already sealed.
Your legacy is sealed. He won.
It's sealed.
Yeah, he ain't got it.
It's
You
done.
could have said Cleveland, y'all
but kill myself?
The hand motion and all.
Yeah, moving to Cleveland is going to kill yourself. That's killing you.
And there it is. I'll wait for one of us to say it. All right, we've got some cheers. Andre Iguodala is our first cheer of the night. Oh, well, I don't want to do this. Marcellus, why don't you take this away? I feel like I'm piling on now.
Oh, look at this. All right, Warriors Spurs. Iguodala throwing off his acting. That's not going to get you to the championship.
But that's a Golden Globe at least.
That's
Especially against Kawhi.
That's worth $5 grand these days, isn't it?
I mean, that's ridiculous.
Meryl Streep would have failed.
Dwayne Dedman, same game, other team. What?
Oh.
How dare you?
Yeah. Well, look at that. As you pointed out, LZ, who got the offensive rebound?
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't even trying to get it.
He wasn't even trying.
He just came in his arms.
Didn't have to.
Yep.
3 cheers for LeBron James, Cavs, Knicks. Yep.
LeBron James.
I mean, that's supposed to be friends, kind of. Channing Frye.
Oh, like Roy Jones said, y'all must have forgot. Who's the best player in the world?
That didn't even count as a
Kenya?
block.
He didn't apologize, though.
Kenyon rocks as always. This weekend we saw a lot of rotund dudes making some plays. Only one will walk away as that dude's dude.
The calorie challenge. This is Sports Nation.
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
And round off the tank we go. Waka, 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 block 'em. Okay, big dog. Okay. Let's go, baby.
It's time for Dat Dude's Dudes. Here's Michelle Beadle and Dat Dude.
I gotta be honest, that exhausts me every time.
Blocker.
I'm like exhausted. All right, this is Dat Dude's Dudes, award-winning, if I just say so myself, which I will.
It is.
Explain to us what we're about to do here.
Oh, we're about to see the unsung heroes, the guys who do the dirty work. We're talking about Dat Dude's Dudes. You know, the one that shows up at the club. He's not the one that puts the credit card down or gets the autographs or gets the bottle service. He looks like security, but he's really on the team. That's Dat Dude's Dudes. And let's start with our honorable mention. Let's go to the Giants and Damon Harrison, defensive tackle of the Giants. Snacks on sacks. We're going to see him lined up at the defensive tackle position over the center. As you can see, you're going to see a stunt right here. A lot of times we hear that from analysts. What is a stunt? Look at Snacks over there.
Oh,
this is a stunt. This is an ET stunt. That is in first, into the gap, and then the tackle follows suit. So you see on this ET stat, you need to get the natural pick, and that's what happens right there, sucking in the 2 offensive linemen to create the pressure. Now, from his vantage point, Case Keenum thinks I got this. Look at those 2 guys on 1. Uh-oh, you didn't see Mr. Snacks out there looping around to get the sack. So on those type of stunts, it's important that you get that penetration, get the gap. It all of a sudden gets 2 guys on 1, allowing the other guy to loop around for the sack.
My favorite part, you saying that Case Keenum thought he had it.
Should have known better, right? It is Case Keenum.
Who's next in third, please?
Let's go to third base with Andy Levitre.
Oh, I'll have some of that.
The guard of the Falcons. It takes 2 to make a thing go right. And you're going to see right now, Andy, a pulling guard, does a monster block. Obviously, he doesn't get noticed by everybody, but we're going to focus on it. Here's the stare down, the moment of truth. You're going to see Andy looking at the defender, and the defender is going to make a business decision, turning from a linebacker to a soft little kitten with that business decision. And now you're going to get in the worst position in football. Assume the position. You never want to be in that place as a defender. Oh, back to the ball carrier. That pulling guard got two guys with his drive and finish, which allowed for the big run for the touchdown.
Fair enough. Silver medalist?
Silver medalist. Let's go second place. Let's go with my man, Brandon Williams of the Ravens.
Whoa.
You know what, Michelle? It's not always pretty.
Small guy.
But we're going to see on this play, Brandon Williams lined up over the center. You're going to see a guy with tenacity, with pursuit, relentlessness, that gets to the quarterback and gets the sack. Now, this is a double team. You're going to see Brandon Williams lined up. You're taught to attack half a man. What happens when you're double teamed? You're taught to pick one of the guys, the weaker of the two, and go there. Now, you always got to look for an easy way out. Try to attack that gap. Try to attack that space. He tries that, no doing. So now you're going to see him put his anchor foot down. When you put your anchor foot down, that means I'm going the opposite way. Uh-oh, offensive lineman. You have a weak foot up in the air, and your strong foot is pointing in the wrong direction. Guess what's going to happen to you?
Nothing good.
Bye-bye. It's time to take a bath. Time to get in the kiddie pool right there, because he used his momentum against him, which allowed Brandon Williams to get the sack. So all of that, micro moments where you're measuring a guy's body. You're measuring what he's reacting to. I put this foot down, you react to that, I know I can go the opposite way.
So as soon as he looked up, he knew which one of those two dudes was weaker?
Yeah, well, you can feel it, because one of them pushing harder than the other one.
Ouch.
And then you feel it, you try to attack the gap.
Because he looked like he looked bigger than the other guy that he was being compared to.
Yeah.
I would have got that wrong.
The best thing about it is you're measuring all of this. It's like calculus in the moment. It's good.
Okay.
You ready?
This is it. Who it is. Who it is.
Number one, let's go to the collegiate level. First place, that dude this week is Jonathan Allen.
Nice.
I can be your Superman. And this guy turns literally into Superman. As we can see, Jonathan Allen with a huge highlight play. But how does this happen? This was a predetermined move. Look at this dance. Look at this dance right here. Before the ball was snapped, he knew he was going to do that same move. Now you're going to see him with the swim move and the arm over, as it's also called. And you bring it down, collapse. And last but not least, when you see a running back, since he's smaller, he's going to go low. Time to fly. Time to turn into Superman. And you can see Jonathan Allen with the human flight. Sorry, Mr. Knight.
I mean, if you're Knight and you look up and that's coming at you, there's nothing you can do.
There is nothing you can do, because he did it all with great technique. So that swim move right there, everyone's like, oh, they're focused in on actually him taking flight. It's the swim move. So when you see a swim move like this, you can't just do a swim move, put my arm over and be lazy about it. Do it with intention. Do it with purpose. When you see Belichick, you hit him with that swim move, and you go into it. And that's how the game goes.
That's what I'm looking for, Marcellus. That is what I'm looking for. By the way, you purposely asked for Belichick to be the one that you did that to.
I did.
Yes or no?
I did.
He did. Once again, Dat Dudes Dudes, what do they need to do?
You guys need to log on to Twitter. You need to log on with the hashtag DatDudesDudes. Send us your best plays from the week. Maybe they'll be on the show.
They never logged off of Twitter. Who are we kidding? We'll be right back with winners and losers next. It's over! Remember when the Spurs beat the living daylights out of the Warriors? Yeah, I do. We won by 29. We did. Kawhi, amazing. Jonathan Simmons, you're welcome. After the game, KD said the Warriors got slapped in the face. That's actually quite true. He was also probably thinking this.
Right.
Oh, can
Leave that man and his mama alone.
Talk to me about super teams. Wait, this is a super team, right?
Who?
The San Antonio Spurs.
They're a good team.
Oh, there you go.
I don't think
Back
That's
to
the wrong
reality.
superlative.
I don't think there's no such thing as super teams.
No, so nothing.
I don't think so.
Oh, well, that's a
They have
different argument.
They have good players, but what makes you a super team?
That's the question I'm trying to answer. Everyone keeps throwing this phrase around.
I agree 100%.
Derrick Rose.
I mean, when you look at Showtime, they were just Showtime. We didn't call them super team, but they had a team full of Hall of Famers. We look at the Boston Celtics of the 80s. They had a team full of Hall of Famers, but we didn't say super team.
We did not.
But you know what? This is a super team. Let's not go there.
Oh, my God.
And
Wait,
it's not
what's
the
that?
Spurs.
What's that?
The Golden State Warriors are a super team.
Boo.
Because they have supreme talent. Now, is it working together in game one of a new season with new talent? No.
Wait,
now, I
hold
know
on.
there
This
are a
is
lot
a
of
super
moving
moment.
pieces on both sides. But you know who has a super coach? It's obvious San Antonio does, because immediately he found a way to put Jonathan Simmons, put Pau Gasol, and others to have impact roles from day one. That's not happening in Golden State just yet.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
You're acting like I mean, look, I love Coach Pop.
Yeah, as you
almost
should.
more than my own father. Sorry, but
Me too.
That being said,
Never played for him.
but that being said, like,
More than my
it's not.
father. Never played
An
for him.
awkward
but
therapy
never-
moment right now.
Yeah.
It's not. It's more than Pop, right? I mean, Kawhi is arguably.
Yeah, it starts. Kawhi is great. LaMarcus is great, but it starts with Pop. The knowledge of the game, the way they approach the game, the way he hold people fired to the game, hold them accountable each and every possession. It starts with him.
It does. I mean, it's in my game in football, Belichick. We can say what we want about Tom Brady and his greatness. Duh. But then other people have been put in that same position and have been great. There's something about Pop in this system where you can just plug and play a lot of
There's
guys.
also something about the fact that the Golden State Warriors have a huge flaw that was maybe able to be overlooked because of their great shooting, and that is they're not a great rebounding team.
Not
How
good.
they fall behind 1-3 against
there's
Oklahoma City,
moments.
they got crushed in the middle.
Yep.
What happened last night? They got crushed by 21 offensive rebounds they gave up. What happened in the finals? They got crushed by Cleveland. So this is a problem for them, and it's going to continue to be a problem.
You're right.
There were moments during last night's game when the only other person I could think about was Russell Westbrook. And what must he be thinking? Well, he was asked about Spurs Warriors. Here's what he had to say.
Watch any basketball last night for us? No. Did you check any scores?
Nah. I play cards, man, so I was just chilling, minding my business, eating a nice dinner, talking to my wife on the phone, took a shower. I used Dove soap. Brushed my teeth. No, it's not. I brushed my teeth, washed my face, went to sleep, put a movie on before I went to sleep, and that's what I did.
I wish we knew what movie. That would have been my follow-up question.
Yes.
Do you, with everything that happened in this offseason, as funny as that is, do you believe him?
I honestly believe him.
You do?
Yes.
Not even a box score?
No, I just probably the box score, but tuning into the game, probably wanted to see who won. But tuning into the game, he's heard enough about KD and the Warriors over the offseason. He's ready to get after them guys, so I'm pretty sure he didn't watch it.
I believe that he used Dove soap. I do believe that, because that's,
He does have great
that's usually
skin.
what they have in a hotel.
brand.
You
That's
know,
a
it's
good
a
Yeah, it's good brand.
phenomenal price
Soap.
soap. But there's no way he did not know what happened to his old boy or fake boy KD.
Work friend.
Work friend,
Yep.
colleague,
Yep.
associate,
yeah.
whatever you want to characterize the relationship. There's no way he didn't look and went, I rebound. I lied.
He did not watch the game. He did not go to the box score.
Come on.
At most, he probably saw the score. Maybe went to NBA.com, saw it at the top, said, okay, they won. That's it. Because you know what?
No, they didn't just win.
Oh, they won by 29.
They crushed
But what
them.
does that matter? You act like all top players have to watch their former teams or their former associates go out there and play. That's not how the game goes.
When your ex
That's not how
walks
it goes.
by with someone that you consider to be less than you, are you not happy?
That's happening right now. But you know, I'm not mad at them. Let them live. You know what? Last night, Chris Paul didn't watch two teams he should have scouted. You know what? He's at the Kanye West concert like I was.
But it's not about scouting.
But
It's
it's
about
what?
just rubbing it in,
Right.
right?
What in? He's not playing.
Yeah, whatever. I don't think he gets anything out of rubbing it in their face. But when they play, I'm pretty sure he'll.
Am I a small
That's
person?
big.
Because I
He'll
feel like
watch
No, I'm with you. I would have been there.
That's what Russ
I
is
would have
like
just been like going, yeah, that's right.
what
Yeah.
happened?
How they play now.
Boy.
How fun is that?
Well, we are going to talk a little KD, the ongoing saga that is. According to Toronto Star, former Thunder assistant Rex Klamian told the media that while at the Olympics this summer, Durant became very envious of the relationship DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry have. He even went on to say that KD texted him in August saying, quote, I'm jealous of their relationship, the way they get along with each other, and the way they play together, the way they enjoy each other. It's great. That's a weird text, Kenyon. Your reaction?
First and foremost, let's get to the fact that you sharing a personal.
Thank you.
Right. Exactly.
He's confiding you about his personal
Thank
feelings,
you.
and you run off and tell the world, basically.
The world.
The world.
I don't
Sellout.
agree with that, first and foremost. But how can you be jealous of another team's success when you had
Yes.
that success and some? You chose to leave.
But it's not about team.
I agree
He's talking
with
about
that,
that duo, and I understand where he's coming
It's a personal
from.
relationship that them two guys have. But you don't have to Russ and KD don't have to be like DeMar and Kyle.
But you know what? You know why he's saying this? And look, forget the part about him. It's coming out.
Yeah.
Your expectations and your experience is where you look at life. Your lens isn't life. He's looking at it from a place where he didn't like his experience with Russell. He didn't like what he was going through, and he expected something better. So guess what? You come from that place. You want to actually express that. I see something that I desire. There's nothing wrong with a player saying that, saying I want a better situation.
You know what is so tragic about all of this?
That's all?
Is that so we assume he had this relationship with Westbrook. He did not.
He did.
So he confides in someone that he believes he has some kind of relationship with, and then he finds out that he doesn't have that either. If I was KD, I'd be like going, ain't nobody getting no more of my love because y'all can't value me. That's so hurtful, man. And then, was it the Toronto Star? Wasn't even like the New York Times.
No,
it
it's
was
the
like
Toronto
some
Star.
offshoot newspaper.
It's just weird. I don't know. I've never really heard someone actually verbalize, I'm jealous of their, it's just very specific.
How many times you've heard your friends call you or something like, you know what, I'm going through a bad situation. I wish my situation was like that.
Never.
Like yours, like something better. What's wrong with a player?
With Kyle Lowry last year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm talking about he reached out to Tyronn Lue and text me. It's this new age. This new age.
Yeah, everyone's in
NBA,
touch.
This new age sports thing. Guys loving and hugging before the game. And
oh, you liked it better when they were fighting and thugging back in the day.
First of all, just loving and hugging happened.
Love it.